see her foot.
Yeah.
I think Audubon got away with that one.
Good work by you, John. Can't get anything by John Hallwood. You picked that up in fast motion. You didn't even need to see the slow motion, John.
Anyway, Sterling trying to hold defensively and a nice kick. And you get to see who that was. And that's going to be Audubon's ball, and they're going to throw this in. And again, Sterling able to defensively stop Audubon with any real attacks and not give him like a good clear shot on goal. So whatever goal Audubon's really going to get, it might be a scrappy one.
Well, Sterling, probably in the last 7 or 8 minutes, John, and now I say that, look like we're getting a throw in, but it really hasn't had the ball on the other end. There you say McVeigh with the Kate McVeigh with the, looks like got an arm brace there.
Not to mention the goal scorer
from the other day. Yep.
A game-winning goal for against West Stepford, which ended 1-0, 1-0. So, looking probably could be seeing another couple goals, and she's only a sophomore, so she's definitely doing well on the varsity team. And now Audubon takes a shot, and a nice block. And now Sterling on the could be on a counter attack. And welcome to our live audience who are watching on YouTube, that we live stream all our games and all, see the highlights. And also those people watching on their cable television on Channel 19, and Audubon having a nice, trying to find a way to get a goal here. And Sterling's defense right now is holding strong, and me being a broken record right now.
Well, and Sterling's just having a lot of trouble getting it past midfield. And this is to what Mr. Shand was saying the other day. You get a couple passes, you can't connect on that third one. Now here's an opportunity.
And this is going to be Sterling's ball because no one's near it, and Sterling will throw this in, and there's us. There's our production truck, and also our 2 announcers of the game.
Now they get the ball. They were really pinching in, but good job of recovery there by Jones. Alyssa Jones coming back, taking the ball away from the forward of Audubon.
And they're going to try to move this up forward, but it's going to go right out, and it's going to be a goal kick for Audubon.
Again, Sterling's getting a couple passes, but not able to get anybody ahead of the pack and not connect on that third pass. As you see Jade Wiley here, she had an opportunity in the middle of the field, brought it up, but wasn't able to get anybody ahead of her. Didn't have numbers up there.
Now Sterling trying to get more opportunities up on goal, and this is a big one around the defender, and
oh, that's a good play by Jordan Baker, breaking down and getting past the defender, getting around the defender and putting the ball to the middle, but Audubon was equally as good in coverage away from the ball, and they were able to knock it away. And now they're going to get a kick.
And here's the kick, and Sterling quickly intercepts. So Sterling, what a great pass by McVeigh, and unlucky to not connect, and another great cross for Sterling. And
John, you can see Sterling's strategy right now. If they get the ball anywhere near the net, turn and just put something on the net. You never know what's going to happen.
That is very true. You never know what's going to happen, and it's probably worse for the goalie because you don't know what's going to happen. Tori Wilsey heading up from her defensive spot, and unlucky first touch from McVeigh by, I could be wrong. I don't think it was McVeigh. I think it was, can't quite see the numbers. Sterling gonna head it forward, and
just not getting enough forwards ahead of the pack. That was Shea Wiley kicking the ball up, but Sterling wasn't able to get the forwards to get to the ball. And a good job by Maldonado from Audubon. We've seen her a couple times stepping up and making saves, knowing when to come out, knowing when to stay back.
And these high balls are definitely going to be difficult. Sun's still out and all, so you're going to have the sun in your eyes while trying to find the ball. In comes Sterling, and nice move around an Audubon player, and now it's going to be Audubon's throw-in, and Sterling and Audubon will make substitutions. As
Alexis Berkeley coming in for Kaylee Shan.
Nice clearance from Sterling's defense, and trying to go on the attack, and McVeigh won the ball, but not able to get it, and now Audubon will not get the throw-in. It's going to be Sterling's throw-in. And another great long throw-in from Tori Wilsey.
It's Maddie Shan on that far end. She's coming into the game a little bit ago.
Also, not to mention,
and here with the throw, and here's a good opportunity for Sterling to get some sustained attack time. You know, this defense of Audubon's is very good. When it gets deep in their own end, they're able to get it out the middle of the field and have some speedy forwards that can get going in transition.
And this is going to be a corner for Sterling, the second of the game.
Yeah, great opportunity here for Sterling. I believe that's Alexis Berkeley taking a corner kick.
Here comes the corner. They're going to send this one out wide. And it's going to be a shot, and what a great shot.
Shot by Mandy Berkeley, blocked, but that would have been targeted for
on
the
goal.
Net. Yeah, it was on goal. It was definitely on goal. But a good opportunity coming up and taking advantage of a situation. Unfortunately, you had the block by Audubon.
Good job, Audubon, for defensively able to stop that shot. Look, that was a very big threat for Audubon's goalkeeper. So I think this is going to be a throw-in. So it's going to be a long throw-in. Here we go, and it's almost like a corner. It's almost like another corner for Sterling.
Yep, you're right. There's a kick in there, and oof.
Just over.
Boy, good job of Jordan Baker staying with that ball. You thought the Audubon defender had it, and keeps it in the Sterling end. And we have Mr. Sean Clank coming on here. Trainer / expert, soccer analyst coming on board.
There you go. We're stretching the definition of expert. We'll take that.
That's what we do here.
We got Jordan coming down the line. Nice crossover, just missed to connect on Maddie Sheehan there.
Yeah, good job of Jordan Baker. Couple times getting control of the ball, going against the defender, and getting the ball to the middle.
And I believe this is another corner for Sterling, so 3rd one. No, it's going to be a throw-in.
No, it's going to be a throw-in. Tori Wilsey usually takes the long throw-ins here. She comes from the defensive position.
And this is we talked about, guys, getting some sustained attack time. Sterling's been on the attack for the last couple minutes, something you haven't seen too much throughout this first half.
Yeah, she has a short throw in here and then throws it to Kate McVeigh, who plays it back, but unfortunately, Tori was offside. She was back behind the last defender. So it was an offsides call there. A little bit of a missed opportunity.
Yeah. Kate McVeigh has it. She's got that cast there.
Yeah, she got hurt the other week, and it was actually she got hurt at a club game over the weekend. So this is not a Sterling related injury.
Got you.
So, but she has played with a cast on. So she's a smaller in stature, but very tough-minded individual.
Yes, she is. Plays tough on the ball, and you know, she got the goal in that last game. That was the difference. But I felt like, to what you're saying, she was really tough in one-on-one situations. Got to a lot of free balls, and one of the girls out there that kind of turned the tide and allowed Sterling to get a lot more offensive pressure in that second half of that game.
Well, and this is something that coaches always tell the kids, and you know, we've always told the kids growing up, like, the 2 things you can always control is your attitude and effort. And those are 2 things that Kate always brings a good attitude to practice and to games. And she always gives 100% effort. And good things tend to happen to those kids who do that.
And here's a corner kick by Erin Carroll. Gets it to the middle. Sterling not able to control, but then they get another shot
corner
that goes wide.
It's going to be another corner here, I believe.
Yeah, Kate got a kick here, and it was deflected out of bounds.
Yep.
So Erin Carroll's going to go to the far side now. So a couple of opportunities and get Sterling coming to life offensively.
Yeah, Sterling, we actually do a pretty decent job of setting the quarters in. Unfortunately, we don't have the one killer head ball kid here right now who really takes the ball out of the air and plays it real well. I said if there's something missing in our arsenal, that's what it's missing right now off those set pieces and corners. So is this Grace Michelli, played down to Kate.
Just came in, a senior.
And then Kate trying to deliver the left foot there. She probably wishes to have that one back.
And you look right here, and Sterling's got a new Twitter page. It's at it's Knights Overtime. It's Strauss's class of sports broadcast. It's a lot of the insights information, a lot more information about the teams and how they're doing.
Aaron put a shot on goal and just went across the end line. Yeah, some of the things, and here's the shot, but it comes through here and then got a misdirect, and Aaron puts a shot on goal and it goes wide. Yeah, but it's a nice thing by, one of the innovative things we do here in the times of COVID and going through is we started a little bit last year during the seasons where we're interviewing players on the team and showing a little bit of personality of the athletes on the field. So Mr. Strauss's class has taken that initiative and doing some other interviews. So if you're a Sterling Knights fan, please follow, because there's a lot of entertaining things on there.
Yeah, great behind-the-scenes thing that they have going on.
Sure, and it's always nice to put a personality with a name.
Yeah.
We're lucky enough that we see these kids on a daily basis, so we get to know them. But that's not necessarily the case across the community. So it's a really nice thing to get to know the athletes at Sterling.
I always think it's great when you're watching a professional game. I use my phone to look up backgrounds of different players, but now, to what you're saying, you can kind of do that here with what they're doing, and it's really a neat thing, a neat use of technology.
Yeah, and it's and like everything else, it is student oriented. The students drive it. The students ask the questions. The students produce it. So you know, much like the camera angles you're seeing here on Channel 19 and John announcing, this is what you're seeing. It's student oriented, so it's always student centric. So it's nice to see the world through their eyes. There's a throw in, and then there's a kick back here. Tori Wilsey with the throw in has to hustle back on defense here. So,
okay. No, Audubon will go on another attack run and gonna have a nice shot right here, and Hatfield makes another great save.
Yeah, that's a dangerous possession here. It kind of lulled us to sleep. Like it was almost looked like it had developed in slow motion, and then the opportunity comes and takes a nice shot, and Alexis doing a nice job of getting off her feet and knocking the ball out of bounds. So Audubon has a corner here.
And that was a quick shot by McGrath. She really unloaded that in a hurry.
That's Kat Miller coming off a very key piece to this Sterling defense.
No question about it there, John.
Here's the replay of this shot
definitely
again. And here she's...
They inbound the ball.
Comes a cross in.
Wow.
That was shy. That was definitely scary for Sterling right away.
And John, you could see much like, and you see the shot right there in the replay, just going wide.
That's
Sterling
nice
was doing when they got the ball, not even in real close, but fairly close. They're just unloading. And that's what Audubon has done over the last minute of play with a couple of opportunities.
Audubon all of a sudden looking very dangerous in this later stages of this first half. And again, 7 minutes unofficially. Refs have the, of course, the official time.
And it's odd, John. We're in that last game, there was more transition opportunities, back and forth, back and forth. This game, Audubon had the ball in the Sterling end for a period of time. And then over the last 7 or 8 minutes, you saw Sterling having the Audubon end. Now it was kind of swaying back. Of course, Sterling's got an opportunity here with the kick to get things going back the other way.
Now Sterling up on Audubon's end, and Palladino with the ball, trying to go around her defender. Gonna have to cross it in, but she won't be able to, but she will get a corner out of that. So
good job of Zuccarelli defending, not allowing Palladino to get around that corner. And obviously Palladino for Sterling is one of those offensive threats.
Here comes a cross, and here comes the corner, I should say, and out in the middle, Sterling trying to get there. Another, now that's a cross or a shot. Yeah, probably mix of both.
John just not able to find that head ball or a foot there on those corner kicks. They've had probably about, what, 6 or 7 corner kicks Sterling has?
I'm definitely going in the range of 6.
Okay.
If not 5. But like Sean Clank said, there hasn't been any much of the headers. That one person that gets on the headers.
And that's something you definitely need when you're getting these corner kicks. I'm hearing nothing. I'm not hearing anything.
And
back on track.
And This is going to be Audubon's throw in. And we mentioned this, when we saw in the West Effort game, it was back and forth, back and forth. This is like just coming in chunks.
Yeah.
Sterling has a chunk in their half, and then Audubon has a little bit of a chunk on the Sterling's half. So,
and both teams kind of have the same mentality where if they're getting the ball anywhere close, they're just turning and firing away. They aren't trying to get too pretty with that extra pass. So I think that's, you know, a situation where both coaches are telling their kids the same thing. Just put the ball on net. You never know. You could get a bounce. You could get a rebound.
Now, Audubon's playing advantage, and good job defensively, and Audubon almost kind of looking for the penalty right there.
Yeah, good job by Torrey Wills. He's stepping up in the middle of the pack and getting the ball out. Now you have the forwards taking over. Palladino
trying to get around the two defenders now that's on her. And
there's the shot. Wow, there's the other play right there, and you're going to see Torrey Wills come in and just take control right there. And on the other end, you had Palladino get the ball at midfield, take it up, turn, and fire away. A pretty good shot. Maldonado, though, in the goaltender for Audubon was equal to the task.
And Audubon with a big chance. Hatfield comes in with a great save, 2 great saves, and another! And then Sterling's defense come to the rescue. Unbelievable.
Boy, and Hatfield really got one point blank. You'll see this on the replay. Did a great job coming out. You talk about doing what you have to do right there. And she got another one. But apparently she's okay. And that was off of a rebound. Just an outstanding job by Alexis Hatfield in goal. Second game in a row we've seen that.
Great job from Hatfield again, coming to the rescue of Sterling, and now, not to mention, Sterling's defense able to clear it out. Here we go, and point blank saves it. Kind of saves it with her foot, saves it again, and makes another great save.
And John, that's a gutsy move. That close for her to come out, and that was the reason she was able to make the save. I think the forward was kind of shocked that she was that close to her, because if she didn't come out, the forward really would have had her way with a lot of open area. But just a great decision. You know, you talk about the second decision making. We really saw that from Alexis Hatfield right there.
And from an attacker's point of view and a goalie's point of view here, you always want to force your attacker to try to make them into a mistake, and that's what Hatfield did. Gave her very little chance to score. As soon as she really was able to get the ball, she didn't really have time to really take a good shot or go around her. And you saw right there a very great job from Hatfield to save a goal and really still have a tie game into this.
Unofficially, we're under a minute now. We have 45 seconds. So this is when we look to see if the refs are looking down at their watches. Sterling maybe getting another opportunity.
Sterling gonna and another bug issue, but this time Schul's able to calm the crisis down, and Sterling, we're in now added time. Sterling gonna be able to get maybe one last opportunity, and here we go. Audubon's defense able to clear it for a little bit. Sterling's gonna go wide for a cross, and Another
Wow, great
great save. Two great saves almost in a row. And that's going to do it for the first half as Sterling and Audubon draw, and both goalkeepers really save themselves from letting a goal in. And we'll see you in the second half.
All right.
It was great. We won.
I'm sorry I missed it.
It's okay. You can check out all the highlights on Sterling TV 19's YouTube channel.
Oh, wow, really? All right, I'll check it out then.
Bye.
And welcome back, everyone. And Channel 19 will now cover the second half of this girls soccer.
So, yeah, Sterling with the opportunity here. There's a shot by Aaron Carroll off the crossbar.
I think that just hit the goalkeeper's hand.
Yeah, I don't know. Looks like they give him a goal kick. So it looks like it went off the crossbar and the goalkeeper didn't hit it.
Kind of the same type of shot that Owens had for the goal, where they shot. Carroll shot it up high and almost got it in there. Just a little bit too high, but had the right idea, no question about it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Sterling. I think we've been carrying the majority of the play, but I think Audubon's definitely had the better scoring opportunities thus far. And that's kind of a dangerous area down there where Audubon's defending right now, because if you're looking towards the camera truck from this angle, so when you put the ball up in the air, you're looking directly into the sun. So if you're shooting from the left side of the field, it's a real difficult ball to pull out of the sun there.
And Aaron Carroll probably is well aware of that, knows this field, knows the different challenges on goalies with the sun.
Yeah. You know, all you have to do is look at the look across the field and you see the fans all with their hands over their eyes
Yeah.
to see the difficulty of looking into the sun here. So,
And Audubon's coach really wanting a penalty
Look for
for
a call
that
right there.
challenge.
And there's somebody down right there. There's a Cat Miller on the far side. She's up, but oh, she's back at it. She's going to stay in there. And
looks like
Audubon is
they,
going to get a kick.
they called a penalty, and
Okay.
they called a foul here, but it's outside the box. So Sterling has up a little wall here.
Two-man wall, and
Yeah. A little dangerous here. It looks like there's 114 looks a little unaccounted for in the box here.
so right now, Haddonfield's
That's
going to
it.
get their second goal, a straight header.
Yeah, it's a shame. The girl was unaccounted for at the top of the box, and you can see coming across. That was Emily McGrath for Audubon coming in off the head ball.
That's why we call you the soccer expert
Yeah.
analyst. You called that one before it
Yeah,
happened.
I wish I can call it the other way, though.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
that was number 14, Emily McGarth, there with a nice header.
McGrath. Yep.
McGrath.
Yeah, it's a shame because you saw her. She was unmarked at the top of the box and just found the open area and was able to put it in.
You just saw that, and you're like, you knew that was going to go in.
Yeah, the corner kick was right to the perfect spot. You know, both teams have had a lot of corner kicks, but haven't been able to get them in that middle area where you can get a forward, just redirected something like that. And really, in that situation, the goaltender doesn't have much of a shot.
Again, now Audubon leading the Sterling Lady Knights 2-0. And we look back around like the past 5 games that Audubons have won, and they've been able to, they've been all pretty close games the past 2 years, 2-0, 3-2, pretty close, both close. And then the 2018 games, 1-0, and then 3-2 again. You kind of almost see a reoccurring theme. It's 1-0 or score 2 goals.
And this is an Audubon program that's had a lot of success over the last few years. I believe it was 2 or 3 years ago. Not only won the South Jersey Championship in Group 1, but won the state championship.
And it's really hard to do something like that. And very good job what they've done so far.
And that was a team, John, you know, we followed them. They had a tight game with Haddon Heights. And from that point on, really got hot and went on a real nice run. And, you know, people thought they had a shot for the South Jersey Championship, but to win the whole state championship really said something about that group of girls and Coach Bill Scully.
Sterling now on the
Yeah, Kaylee Shee with the head of steam coming through the midfield. Turns the ball over. Ball come down inside. Ooh,
and that's going to be called a foul.
foul on Alyssa Jones there. It's unfortunate because you know, she was hustling for the ball, but that's that type of foul gives up 30, 40 yards of field position here if they play it over top.
Still plenty of time left.
And right now, we're just entering the 33 minute unofficially. And that's
Oh,
wow.
it looks like you got away with
Wow.
another foul there. Actually, nice cross here. Nice transition here as Gabby's taking the ball down the right side. It's a run touch move here.
Comes
She
the,
gets it in the box and drops it off and turns the ball
Nothing
over.
there.
There was no support there, unfortunately.
no one in the box to really get there, and now Tori Wilsey's gonna have to get this ball and gonna kick this out.
Yeah, in the early part of the season, that's one of the areas where Sterling's really struggled is from the midfield to the defensive third and in transition, the other teams have really been taking advantage of some things. You know, and that's one of those areas that, with the lack of scrimmages during the year, and you're still really feeling it out. I mean, this is really the girls on the soccer field still playing together, still learning each other's tendencies and moves, and communicating and picking up different defenders coming through the midfield.
Again, mainly your soccer season starts pretty later than that.
Yeah, the ball sent down here. Well, because of the restrictions this year, I mean, usually by this time of the year, the girls have played, you know, 8 to 10 games together, and they've gone through 3 or 4 scrimmages. You know, this is almost like the equivalent of being like the first game per se for Sterling. It would be for most years. So the pass through there, nice pass through. Bridget Dixon trying to find Gab there. Trying to come back. Comes through, nice play by Tori Wilsey. There's going to be a dangerous transition there. So turn ball over. Alyssa Jones gets it out.
And again, to mention that we had some tech difficulties. The power went out, and we missed just before the power went out. Audubon scored their first goal. Number 3, Emily Owens, able to get the first goal for Audubon. So, and right now our other goal scorer was Emily McGrath.
Audubon taking the ball there.
And
they played it down over the end line. It's kind of dangerous. Similar to basketball, you don't want to give up the end line, even in soccer, because everybody has to turn their head, and it's hard to pick up the
close call right there.
The other offensive play. So for the referee on top of it.
Just looking at that, it was another close call to make by the ref. Looks like it is still in, but again, ref had a better view. Audubon's gonna have another chance, and a great job from Alyssa Jones to get in front of that.
Yeah, it was a nice closeout here. I believe that was Faith Dixon coming over.
Faith Dixon, yeah.
But a nice closeout by Faith here. There's a real nice opportunity here that she had, and took just one more touch.
And Audubon's really, you know, put the offensive pressure on John right from the get-go to start the second half.
And to be honest, I don't think Sterling was really ready for how much pressure they were going to bring into this second half, and Audubon's been paying off with the chances, and Sterling's gonna.
I'm sorry, John.
Sterling's now going to try to go on a counter attack, but yes, what you're going to say.
And to be fair to Hatfield, boy, tough. You know, you had the corner kick with the one-time opportunity, the one-time head ball. Really didn't have a shot there, and then the one that was just in a perfect spot up high. And just like that, Audubon holds a 2-0 lead.
Again, very close. It was just perfect placed and all. And now Sterling now on a very clear chance. Palladino rolling up, trying to go to round 2 defenders, and Maldonado will pick it up. And Palladino right now, I believe, last year was one of their goal scorers that Sterling really liked out of her. And again, still early in the season, only able to grab so far 1 goal this season.
Yeah, almost had a couple opportunities. Did a good job getting around one of the defenders. But boy, you know, John, we talked a lot about the Sterling defenders, especially in that first half. But the Audubon defenders have done a decent job in covering the middle, and very rarely do they allow those forwards of Sterling to get around the edge.
And you saw right there that replay, Palladino tried to cross it in, unable to get a Sterling player able to get a foot there, but it's good to still see that Sterling still creating chances, even in this being 2-0 down. So it's definitely going to be really interesting how Sterling claws their way back through this. And right now, you really want this win, but you're almost kind of saying, do we try to go for the tie and go into overtime?
Yeah, you just, you want to get something here. I mean, obviously get one back at a time, and that, the next goal, well, they always say in a 2-0 game is big, because with the way things are going, if Audubon's able to extend their lead to 3-0, it's going to be real tough for Sterling as this second half moves on.
Again, Sterling's trying to break the Audubon's 9-streak win over them. Audubon has beaten Sterling 9 times that they faced against each other, so Sterling's still trying to figure out how to break that.
Like we said, John, Audubon's been outstanding over the last few years, but there's been, within that streak, as does happen in winning streaks, where one team has the other team's number. There was a few games that were, just Sterling had some misfortune, but that's what happens, again, when one team has another team's number and gets on a winning streak like that with the last 5 or 6 years.
And Audubon's next game is against Gloucester Catholic. So that will be their Audubon's next game. And Sterling's next game, surprisingly, is West Deptford.
Okay. Who they beat in the last Channel 19 soccer game, or the Channel 19 girls soccer game.
You see right here, Hatfield had to make a save. Probably one of her easier saves of today.
Yeah, boy, she's been really tested, and like we said, came up big, and the 2 goals definitely were not her fault. Not a whole lot she could have done there.
Just very unlucky. You can see right here, and ball. I don't know, it was pretty close to really call it. That ball was still in or out.
Yeah.
Big boot from Kaylee Sheehan.
Trying to get the ball up, but unfortunately they weren't able to get the forwards to the ball. And again, John, not a lot of quick transition like we saw the other play. One team will slowly get it up, keep it in the one end, and then the other team will slowly get it up. That last game, we saw those long kicks and girls getting there and really turning the tables.
Sterling still trying to try to get their first goal in the game, and
Jade Wiley just trying to get the ball to the middle.
Smart job as Sterling's going to get a corner out of this. And like I said, we were saying how many opportunities on Sterling corners that they have, and
Kaylee Shan will get this one right here.
I think this is about 6th or 7th one, and any of them really unable to get a good header to it, and Sterling's, as that ball slowly goes out. And Audubon
has won 7 straight. Sterling's last win was 2015. Audubon won last year 2-0 and then 3-2. Again, you're going to get those games in a streak like that are close, but they just seem to go the team that has the other team's numbers way.
And a little misstep from Sterling, and Audubon is not looking to go up the field, and Sterling able to stop that for right now. And that's going to be a foul, and that's going to be a push. And again, 22 minutes, about 22 minutes and 20 seconds unofficially. So
Sterling really has to get something going here, John. Just
they need a goal. Really, they need a goal in the next.
A goal, but at least a quality opportunity, and that's the one thing that's lacking is some quality opportunities.
Comes it in, and nice kick.
Chance. Yeah, that was your chance right there.
Again, you talk about opportunities a lot in sports and all, and how you got to capitalize on them. And so far, Sterling unable to capitalize it today.
Yeah, that's been the case. But I think Audubon's probably had more quality opportunities, and if it wasn't for Hatfield at goal, this could easily be a 3 or maybe 4-0 game. Again, Napfi playing tough in the middle.
McVeigh, who was the goal scorer in that West Deptford game, also goal winner, and now Audubon could be on a very big chance right here, and it will be Sterling's ball.
Audubon trying to kick it ahead, but the forwards just couldn't get to the ball.
A long throw in from Melissa Jones, and we welcome back Sean Clank. And Sterling is looking great on attack right now, and
Jones getting a nice burst, but again, you see those defenders not allowing her to get around the edge. Good support right there. Just a solid job defensively by Audubon.
Yeah, it was Layla Solomon taking the ball in from the into the offensive third. Layla, a sophomore, has very good speed, and you can see that there. So, ball served in the net. Nice job.
And it's a goal. And Sterling, and we talk about it.
Yeah.
Sterling needed that goal, and they got it.
There was a nice cross by Aaron Carroll and Shea Wiley, a freshman, putting it in the back of the net.
Take a look.
Audubon, it's almost like they didn't react defensively. They kind of all watched the ball come down, and really let I believe it was Shea came in with the perfect head ball here. And as you can see, the defense is very slow to move.
Wow.
And then Shea just puts it in a nice spot up in there.
Great shot there by Shea Wiley. She's another one, Sean.
Yeah.
She comes into a game, seems to have an impact, and obviously you have the goal there.
And here's the far camera view.
So another nice shot. Well, again, let's put that in the time capsule. Shea Wiley's first of many goals, let's say.
Okay.
It's there, the freshman.
And right now, Sterling's right back into this game.
Yeah.
And Audubon's got to find a way to really stop it. Hatfield had to make another great save from Hatfield.
Yeah, Sterling's having a hard time communicating in the defensive third here. So.
And Hatfield, again, making save after save.
The ball comes in, and nice job by Alexis coming out and closing that down.
Very unlucky not to able to grab onto it, but Sterling overall, it did enough that Audubon was unable to score. So, right. Sterling's going to try and tie this.
We said that next goal is going to be a big one. You didn't want to see Audubon get out to the 3-0 lead, so definitely puts the pressure.
Well, if you talk to soccer coaches, they always say 2-0 lead's the worst lead in soccer because you're either in a nail biter or you're in a if you're down 2-0, the next goal kind of puts the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, just break it through really gives Sterling some confidence.
Yeah.
And right now, either goal, and we're going to say this, I'm going to say this again, is that right now, whoever scores the next goal, it's also going to be another boost changer.
Yeah.
You're either going to have to score another try to score another 2 goals to tie it, or Sterling scores the goal, ties it, and it's back to even playing fields.
Yeah, especially if we're getting later in the second half.
Yeah, well, it's coming out, Hatfield coming out. Oh,
Another great job from Alexis Hatfield, able to make another great save.
Maddie Sheen clears, and then Kate McVeigh playing it out of bounds as Audubon's throwing the ball in here.
Another point-blank opportunity.
Well, it's weird. After the Sterling goal, the team that's playing with the most momentum here seems to be Audubon. They seem to pick it up a notch, and we haven't been, we haven't been responding at this point. So yeah.
But me and Schultz have been saying about this game, it's not has been back and forth. It's been nice long, like chunks of time spending on each other's halves. Audubon able to get an attack. Sterling slowly able to get it off to onto Audubon's half. It's kind of been like something like that. Audubon's going to try to kick this up, and Sterling's going to head up, and Sterling's going to make another throw in.
Sterling has some wholesale changes there. Definitely trying to get some offense in this game.
Well, again, I think Coach K is noticing that, we put the effort out to get the goal, and then all of a sudden the Audubon picked it up a notch. So I think he wanted to get fresh legs in there just to get a different view, and then, bringing the and let the try to change the momentum a little bit again. The ball played out by Audubon. So Sterling has a throw in here.
Here's a decent opportunity here for Sterling.
Looks like Mel Nafee is bringing the ball in. I wouldn't mind. We'll see how they do though. They usually work on different throw-in plays here, so it's interesting to see what they have. Now Audubon plays it back to Mel Nafee, who tries to put it into the box. Shea Lowry fighting for the ball. And Audubon able to clear. Tori Wilsey plays it over. I believe that's
Mandy Berkeley.
Amanda Berkeley.
And Palladino
playing down as Gab has the ball. I'd like to see her get in the box here, so if there's a foul, it'll be a penalty kick. So nice job by the Audubon defender fielding her off.
Cross in, and it's going to be out, and it's going to be a Sterling throw-in.
It's going to be Sterling throw-in, and they not played there. Gabby was, had a lot of touches on the ball. You'd really like to see her, move the ball to other players.
So a decent opportunity there by Sterling, just getting the ball in the Audubon end. Now, Audubon's going to go the other way with it, getting a throw in on that far side. Unofficially, 13 minutes and 40-some seconds left.
Sterling right now going to have a big opportunity. Takes a shot, Palladino. I believe that was Palladino.
Yeah, good job by Palladino separating herself from the defender and just turning and firing away. Got a lot on that one.
Sterling unlucky to get that pass off, and Audubon now has another chance to have an opportunity to score here.
Good job there by Shea Wiley defending. There's a shot. That's a dangerous one, because that's when you got to make sure the forward doesn't come in there. that extra split second to look up, and sometimes you think you don't realize that you have more time than you think you have.
Again, that's one of the issues with these girls not playing a long time with each other with a new coach. So under a different system, you know, if it was, you know, you wish you could press the fast forward button and have another 5 games under their belt, and you'll see a lot more continuity within the team right now.
Again, we welcome you guys back. Some tech difficulties, and still 2-1.
Right now, nobody's picking up number 10 coming through the defensive zone, so that was a little dangerous there.
And again, Sterling right now needs to score. When we saw before the power went out, they had about like 13 minutes. It's probably down like to 9 to 8 minutes left.
You go with your number, John. Don't be wrong.
Yeah, it's tough to estimate here. So it looks like a foul back here.
But you can always tell when the refs start looking a lot down at their watches a lot.
Well, this is an opportunity here on a restart from half field. We'd like to put one in the box here and see if we can get an offensive opportunity here.
They're going to try to send it down the line, but...
It's Grace Michelli playing. Oh, and Audubon just kicks it out of bounds. So it's nice...
nice opportunity for Sterling.
Nice opportunity for Sterling. Let's see if we connect here. We did score on a head ball and a corner kick.
And now we got 6 minutes unofficially. Keyword unofficially.
Yeah, it's a throw in here. Grace Michelli fighting for the ball. Nice job by McGrath really pushing the ball out of there.
Audubon's running up and
yeah.
that's card. I think that might be a card coming out.
Yeah, that's an unnecessary foul by Kaylee Sheen here. So
and we saw right there, referee gave her a yellow card, so
yeah, that's a yellow card. Like in that situation, as she's hustling back,
and she's gotta head off the field, and
she comes out and then actually plays the upper body, not playing the ball. In a situation like that, even when you're hustling back, you really like to see her, at the very least, even go for a slide tackle here and go for the ball, and you can actually play that opportunity there. So that's just a frustration foul.
Honestly, it was a foul that she really didn't commit, really needed to commit. Faith Dixon was right there to be able to grab the ball. And right now, momentum has almost a little bit shifted to more Audubon's side with that now, because Audubon sees that Sterling's frustrated now.
Yeah, nice ball here. Grace Michelli plays the ball up. And it rolls out of bounds for Audubon throw-in.
And again, right now, Sterling really needs to find that second goal. They don't have too much time to play with.
And again, another reason why that foul's a little costly. You got one of your better offensive players off the field in the closing minutes of the game. Maybe Kaylee Sheen being off the field. Play down. And at this point, looks like a throw-in for Sterling here. At this point of the game, I'm actually surprised Audubon's just not playing it to the flag and holding the ball out there and really trying to, you know, drain some.
That's going to be a foul.
Yeah, that's a foul.
And I'm sure Sterling's going to send more girls up into the mix, just take some chances here. If that's correct, with under 4 minutes left.
Again, another unnecessary foul there. I think it was Maddie Spink. So.
He's going to send this one up down the line for Palladino, and unable to connect, and it's going to go out, and it's going to be Audubon's ball.
Yeah, it rolls out of the sidelines.
And we're going to see Kaylee Sheehan come to the halfway line.
We're under 5 because the referee is actually stopping the clock every time there's under 5 minutes, and then when the team is ahead is substituting, the referee stops the clock.
If I believe they entered that rule last year.
Yeah, it's fairly recent. It's fairly recent, but they're actually right now. Sterling has too many girls on the field. As the referee blew the ball, was blowing in for substitution, and Sterling threw the ball in. So it looks like Kaylee Sheen's coming in for Faith Dixon, and it looks like Kat Miller is coming in for Grace Michelli for a last push here in the last couple minutes. So playing by Berkeley to Palladino. Tries to play through. Audubon does a nice job disrupting that. This is Kaylee Sheen in the midfield here. Tries to play through to Kat Miller.
Was a nice,
Kat coming down.
Tries to cross it in, but Audubon's defense able to intercept it. And again, about 2 minutes and 10 seconds unofficially. And Sterling right now just trailing by a goal. Tori Wilsey sends it up.
Nice job, Tori.
Palladino, and goalie makes a great save. Unable for Palladino to get there. A good job from Wilsey to even.
Yeah, I was going to say that, fighting through the defender in the middle of the field, staying on the ball, and giving Palladino a chance with a long pass.
And here's the replay, and
Palladino with the collision.
Trying to stop herself not to make a harder collision. Still makes the collision, but depending how it is, it could be a foul, but with this one, they were both going for the ball. It's not going to be a foul. And right now, Sterling has a great opportunity, another chance, and it's goal! Sterling ties it in the last couple minutes, in the last minute unofficially.
Boy, what a shot by Jade Wiley.
Goal side.
And here's some.
Audubon pulls that. Nice job by Shea Wiley, creating an opportunity here for Gab. Back to.
And they're going to call it. They're going to call half. This is the end, and this is going to go into overtime.
This is end of regulation.
Quite shockingly, they called it right when Sterling had it in Audubon's box. Usually, you do not see that.
Yeah. Well, just a great job by Sterling, willing their way to getting that second goal. And almost, guys, got that third goal. You saw, again, Baker coming on that left side, but just a great job by Sterling, tying it on a goal, turnaround goal by Jade Wiley.
And really, unexpectedly, we were talking about Sterling needing the goals, and they were able to get the goals.
Yeah. And unlike, they got the first goal, what Sean was saying, it seemed like Audubon kind of capitalized after Sterling narrowed the lead. Audubon's lead at 2-1, and Audubon came out with a lot of energy after that, getting opportunities. A couple nice saves by Hatfield, but Sterling, after the second goal to tie it, really were re-energized, and we're getting a lot of decent, very good opportunities there in the last couple minutes.
So we're going to enter overtime. Again, 2 10-minute halves, and it's also golden goal, so whoever scores wins the game.
Yep.
This would be a nice way to segue into at night's overtime for updates and behind-the-scenes looks
right.
for your athletes. Yep. Nice little segue in there for the Knights, as now we're bringing the visual arts back to the to the athletics. So.
But Sterling really playing with a lot of confidence on the offensive end in that last minute.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because for a while it looked like the Audubon was maintaining the level of play and really had the game in hand. And then Sterling in the last 3 minutes really increased the sense of urgency and got a couple nice opportunities. And quite honestly, if it wasn't for your friend the crossbar here, we'd be doing a post-game show right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Again.
Yeah. So
Again, Sterling's trying to break Audubon's 7 straight game. Again, Sterling's last win was in 2015, so we're looking at 5 years Audubon has been able to beat Sterling.
And what a way to break that if they could with an overtime win. Boy, you couldn't get more thrilling than that.
Yeah.
And right now we take a look at the standings. Like we saw before, Haddon Township and Haddonfield both leading in the Colonial Liberty. Sterling going 1 and 2. They win 2, probably going to jump up Haddon Heights, depending on how Haddon Heights do.
And here we go. We're coming back into the overtime, and we see here on the far side here, Kat is playing actually in the offensive third, or in the offense. She's going to be a striker for here in the overtime.
Something you don't.
Kat Miller. She's usually playing defense.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. She usually you see her in the defensive area, and not to mention who's been able to really keep Sterling in this game, Hatfield, with some of those great saves, able to keep Sterling into this game.
Nice hustle by Berkeley there. And the ball's out. Let's see what they call it. They call it an Audubon ball.
And right now, it's definitely going to be interesting how these two teams now play after that last-minute goal. Like we saw in this couple seconds of Sterling, and now Sterling
nice
with
ball
Baker.
Baker with a nice opportunity here.
Here he goes, shoots it!
Oh,
just wide.
Oh, that's a great opportunity there. Nice through ball here by Gab Palladino. Baker had it, had the goalie beat, and just missed on the far post. Nice opportunity there. Hit it with the left leg. So took a little crow hop, hit it with the left leg.
Let's just hope that doesn't haunt them.
Yeah. So, but the last 3 minutes of play, Jordan Baker, 2 golden opportunities here.
Yep.
So, and it's good to see. I mean, we've had goals scored today by a freshman, a sophomore, and then another couple of nice opportunities by freshmen here.
And Sean, to what we were saying before, now you're seeing them connect a little bit more on those passes, seeing what's happening ahead of them.
Yeah. And again, it's an unusual year. So I mean, when you have a new coach and you have an influx of freshmen and people adjusting to the new coach, you don't have that continuity as of yet. And we're still trying to learn that here for the in the season. And you're seeing that. You're going to see that develop over the course of this season. Oh,
I don't know.
looked like a push there.
I was about to say that. I was very unsure, and I was like, it's 50-50. I mean, ref didn't call it, so it had to be good.
Yeah, that's goal kick by Sterling here, and bring it out. Ball there to Wiley. Passes back to Nafy, who comes across. Finds Shea Wiley. Now the ball is Baker. Oh, tried to connect with Carroll, but hit out of bounds.
Again, about 7 minutes and 30 seconds unofficially in this first overtime. Again, golden goal. And Sterling really making some great chances early on in this first overtime half. And again, we look back at Baker's shot.
Yeah.
Just unable to get connected. Goes a little bit wide, and
nice job by Shea Wiley winning the ball in the middle. That's back to Cat. Ball to Gabby. Gabby Palladino now facing the defender. Pushes past. Oh, that looks like it's going to be a Sterling throw-in. If that was the NFL, that would have been pass interference, but ball play out here, and we get the throw-in down the corner. It's like Cat Miller's taking it.
What are you talking about? The refs wouldn't say that's pass interference. They wouldn't even call it.
So, play in the gap here.
Gab tried to get it across.
Try to give it across here. Trying to hit a cutting Baker. A nice cut off by Audubon. And a foul there.
And look, see, here's the foul, and yeah, that's going to be called.
Yeah, foul by Berkeley. As Audubon gets a restart here.
Again, Sterling, since that second goal, has had more life, but Audubon's still been able to have some chances on.
There's Cat Miller. Come across. Oh, tried to.
Just unlucky to get. She had Baker actually wide open, and I was heard Jimmy K saying opposite and meant opposite side.
Yeah, definitely wanted to switch fields in that position. Nice job by Shea Wiley winning the 50-50 ball there. Coming through to Cat Miller, who plays it long, looking for Baker.
Actually, I think it was Palladino again, but either way, either player. Both had an equal opportunity to get a good shot.
Yeah, they're focusing on Palladino in the middle, and you can see Baker getting ahead of the pack there. Even that time, coming up, just weren't able to get the ball there to her again.
Woolsey's going to send that up to Palladino, and Palladino's going to try and do something. Give it to Baker, unable to. That could have been a very dangerous ball for Audubon if that was placed a little bit better. Had the power to it, but didn't have the accuracy to go around the player. Right now, Sterling's still trying. They're trying to break this 7-game streak that Audubon has on them. And it's gonna be really something to break that. And also, I think it would get them more a confidence boost, and it would really, again, they're 1-2, a very big boost to head forward to West Deptford. And right now, while saying that, Audubon on a very big chance to score here.
Nice play by Berkeley. Ball out of bounds here, Audubon throw-in.
And now Sterling having to defend. And go. Audubon is going to try and cross this maybe.
Audubon in the offensive third here. You gotta be. It's real dangerous there when they possess the ball down by the top of the box, not the foul. You know, because you don't want to end this game by giving the referee an option of making a penalty call.
Yeah.
Unofficially 3 minutes left here. So throw in by Audubon. Played out by Cat Miller. It's going to be throw in for Aaron Conley.
Sterling's going to try to send this up.
Play through. Oh, almost looked like a handball there. So ball comes down.
And we have an injury. And by the looks of things, she's holding her knee, and you kind of heard that. She was definitely in pain.
Well, definitely one of the Berkeleys over there.
Here we go. We're going to take a look at this. And, yeah, the ref's straight in the way of that shot right there.
Replay here.
Here's a better one.
Berkeley comes over, and they both go up, and then she must have landed funny.
She must have.
Just went down. Yeah.
She's been a very good player for them. Only a sophomore.
Now all over the field. Was about to step up, and you thought, that the injury was going to redirect it the other way, and it's a good sign. Moving the leg.
Able to move,
team
yeah.
Trainer / color analyst Sean Clank. And you can catch all the action on YouTube. Sterling TV 19 at www.youtube.com for Sterling TV 19. Of course, today's game is on YouTube. We do a lot of the games live. We're going to have the football game live on YouTube on Saturday at Haddon Heights. Just a great thing, not to mention all the highlights that can get up there on YouTube and go out on Twitter. A lot of the neat things that, as Sean Clank was saying, you're able to connect people at any point to a lot of the highlights. And, of course, even this game, a lot of the games being shown live help people who maybe at work, maybe not necessarily able to get out here or able to see these games live. So it's an awesome thing.
And it's good to see her come off the field up on her own, and we'll definitely see how this affects Sterling. And you see all our teammates right around her and all, wishing she's okay. So here's gonna be Sterling gonna kick this off, actually.
Okay, they're saying it's a drop ball.
Don't know yet. Here we go. It's going to be a drop ball. So here we go. Up. And it's going to be Audubon's ball. And right now, for about 2 minutes left, unofficially, of this overtime. Again, golden goal. Whoever scores wins the game. Palladino now looking up. Going to give it to Baker. Nice through. Trying to get a through ball.
After Baker got a couple of opportunities, one to hit the crossbar and then one in overtime, you could see them now getting over and anticipating her coming up that far end.
They're definitely, Audubon's definitely keeping an eye on her. They know she can shoot. She's just been very unlucky not to get it on net. And I feel like if she does get it on net, it's going in. Right now, Audubon. Really nothing to say, and Palladino now going up, and it's going to be out. Just not over our heads, but just pretty close. we go. Catherine Miller throws it in, and Palladino tries to fight it back, but Audubon able to get it, and now it's Audubon now looking to get it, try to get this goal in and end it, but again, Sterling defense able to hold on.
John, a nice job of anticipation there by Kaylee Shan, cutting off that pass.
Catherine Miller now looking to try to cross that in, and Maldonado able to save it.
And Maldonado, I think Miller looked up for Palladino, but saw she was covered and figured, hey, I'm just going to put this one on net. That's a good decision there by Cat Miller. Job by Shea Wiley there, pressuring the defender. Nice pass.
Good job, Catherine Miller, to cross this in. Here we go, crossing.
Wow.
2 missed opportunities straight off, right off each other. Unlucky.
Yeah, you had Erin Carroll there coming on that far side. It took a high bounce, and she wasn't able to get a handle on it.
And again, right now we're at an added time of this overtime first half. And that was not our whistle. And Sterling's still trying to find the first half, and that's our whistle as first overtime ends. We're going to be entering second overtime.
Yep.
And we look at both of these in the overtime. Sterling able to get a lot more opportunities than Audubon, and we're like saying, as you're saying in the earlier stages, Audubon having more of those quality opportunities. Now the roles have reversed.
Yeah.
Sterling able to get some of those quality opportunities, and now Audubon not able to have those types of quality opportunities.
And Sterling was, they connected on the through ball to Baker, got the shot off, went a little bit wide, and you saw that the next time that Cat Miller came up, Audubon was pretty good. They were anticipating where Baker was. They had her covered. That's where you saw Miller just fire away and take a shot on net. So, just a well-played game, John, by both teams. And, give credit to Sterling being down 2-0, hanging in there, and coming back to get themselves to this point to get into overtime.
And again, you get to see some more in-depth behind the scenes. If you go into Twitter at Knights Overtime, get to see behind the scenes of the games, a lot more information, a lot more in-depth information.
Yep.
So
yeah, great job by Mr. Strauss's class.
Yep. Was one of the first people to be in his sports broadcast class. Definitely, it was a really fun class to do, and it's very cool to see that he was able to grow it even further.
Yeah, that's great.
And we have the great Sean Clank.
Yeah, work keeps getting in the way of announcing here.
I tell you, unbelievable.
Wow, work's getting in the way of play here.
Now, can you give us any information on the injury of Mandy Berkeley?
Cannot, unfortunately, because of HIPAA rules, no.
Oh, okay.
Other than it is a knee injury.
Okay.
And getting set to start this second overtime.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Coach Jimmy Kay sticking with a lot of the same girls here. These girls right there out there now have given Sterling a lot of good offensive opportunities.
Yeah, and this is a great opportunity. If you look at the kids on the field right now, we have one senior on the field. Everybody else is underclassmen. So this is a great experience for these girls coming out. And I said quite a few of those girls are, with quite a few of the girls being sophomores and freshmen.
Yep.
And now, we saw earlier in the first overtime half, Sterling was able to get on quickly, and I think that's what Audubon's trying to do. And Sterling has to work very defensively right now in the start of this, and Hatfield's going to come out and grab this.
Nice play by Alexis.
And it definitely one of the players that has made a difference in this game is Hatfield.
Yeah. Punts the ball out. Nice hustle by Jordan Baker there. Keep the ball in bounds. Playing through the gap.
Palladino now has it, and
Let's go through to Jade Wiley. Jade
gonna
plays it back to Shea Wiley, who takes a shot on goal.
But again,
it was, like we said, it takes a shot on goal. I wasn't really expecting to take a shot that far out, maybe hold it for a little bit, try to find someone open, play with it. You don't want to waste opportunities like that. Definitely in overtime. It's the second half overtime.
Well, it's encouraging to see that they're putting 3 or 4 passes together in the overtime, which wasn't happening through the first, the first regulation of the game, I should say. So as the games are progressing, you can tell they're getting more and more comfortable with each other, so they're getting those opportunities. There's a nice push here by Kat Miller.
Here we go, and it's going to be a throw-in, and
ball played out of ground, and it's going to be throw-in by Sterling. Let me see who's taking the throw. Looks like it's going to be Kat Miller at the throw-in.
Again, Kat Miller.
I'm sorry. It's going to be Kaylee Sheehan, coming up to take the throw-in.
Kat Miller that we usually don't see on the offensive side. Is doing really well. Both great offensively and defensively so far, and it heads out.
There's a ball played, and Audubon plays it out, so it looks like it's going to be a corner here for Sterling.
Here is a very big opportunity for Sterling.
This is where Sterling, Carroll with a perfectly placed ball earlier to Shea Wiley's head, so this is going to be a dangerous opportunity for Sterling.
Comes the corner.
It comes across, goalie comes out.
Maldonado makes a smart choice to grab it.
Yeah, real nice save by Maldonado, comes out. Plays it up high, catches the ball at his highest point, so there won't be any danger.
both goaltenders are being aggressive when they have to be. You definitely saw that from Maldonado right there.
Yeah.
I've seen it from her a couple times, and obviously Hatfield has made some spectacular saves being aggressive.
Well, that's not the easiest. That's not the easiest play to make on a corner kick, because usually you have a defender playing the near post, so you have to come out and almost fight your own defender to catch that ball. So.
In comes Catherine Miller, going alongside, and that's going to be a goal kick. And Audubon really wanted a foul right there.
Yeah, plays in the box. Nice hustle by Jordan Baker here, and trying to play the ball while it's in bounds, but it's going to be a goal kick for Audubon. And ball coming out. There's nice. Shea Wiley playing it down here to Gab Palladino.
Palladino now has it and trying to find herself to pass it to, and unable to, but Sterling quickly grabs it back, and they're gonna, is that offsides? Oh no, out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that call was actually. So, all right. So it looks like the ball's coming back down here to Sterling for a throw-in.
And again, about 5 minutes and 50 seconds, unofficially, second half overtime. Again, Golden Goal wins the game.
Ball playing. Nice win by Faith Dixon there. Ball comes over to Jay Wiley.
And
back to Shea Wiley, over to Palladino.
Palladino is going to try to go around the defender, cross this in, and maybe it won't be a corner, but it's a goal kick, but unable to get that deflection off to get that.
But again, you saw them take that extra time to find the open forward. That's part of their game that's wasn't there in the beginning, and it's really impressive how they're coming together.
Yeah, the next step in that process you'll see as Gab goes down to the goal line is a drop back towards the 18 to a wide open teammate. So that's kind of the next progression you'll see there. Yeah. But right there wasn't a girl filling that position. So coming down, nice play by Carroll, winning the 50-50. To Baker, tries to go back to Carroll. It was broken up by Audubon.
Well, is he gonna just kick it up? And Catherine Miller and can't quite tell, number 9 on Audubon, Owens, run into each other.
Cat goes to play the ball, misses it, and then collides with the collides with Owens, and it's going to be a free kick here for Audubon. Well, nice job. If Sterling hustles here, we could have a nice opportunity. Oh.
Goes around a couple of Audubon players, and comes Catherine Miller. Gonna send that one up to Badano. And
Good play with Palladino.
Play down here to Palladino. They're fighting for the ball here, and it goes out of bounds as he calls an out of bounds throw here. Play down in the corner to Palladino. Palladino, oh, nice push to her left.
Comes the cross in.
It's a dangerous ball popping through the middle here. Played out by Audubon. A nice job by Faith Dixon to take a step in here. Finds a nice open player here. It's Carroll along the side. Carroll serves it into the box. Looking for Palladino.
Palladino's trying to get there. Cuts down an angle, and it's going to be Sterling's ball. And now 3 minutes unofficially in the second half, overtime. And Sterling right now has been having some great opportunities here. And
throw in by Miller to Palladino.
Comes Miller to cross this in, but it's going to get blocked, and it's going to be a corner here. So
nice
big,
corner.
big opportunity for Sterling again. So let's see.
Yeah, it's going to be dangerous. I mean, you'd like to see right here, if it doesn't happen right away, you'd like to see Kaylee Sheen take a step in and play her right at the top of the 18 because nobody's guarding her.
Ball going in. There's a goal is out of position, and it's in!
It's in!
Sterling wins it!
It's Faith Dixon.
The streak is over. Audubon has lost to Sterling. 5 years. Sterling has beaten Audubon.
It's a nice play by the corner. There's a little bit of a havoc in here, and it looks like as it comes to the ball bounces around, and nobody really makes a definitive defensive play here. If you watch.
Here we go. See, Maldonado grabs the hand on it, and the defenders just watch that ball roll into the net.
Once she misses it, then it's game on.
Yeah.
And Sterling had a lot of girls there. And
once you miss it, an Audubon defensive that turns their head and looks at the ball bouncing, and nobody makes a definitive play, and then Faith just kicks it in with the right foot to finish off this game. And again, this has to be really a defeating game for Audubon because up until about and up to about 5 minutes left, even up 2-1, they felt like this game was pretty much in hand and they controlled the level of play. So coming down here,
Faith Dixon,
a
junior, scores a game-winning goal.
Nice kick, and I like the fact that she didn't, in that situation, she didn't try to get the perfect shot. She saw it there. She saw the ball coming down and just kind of did like a little flick shot. She didn't try to get her hips around to get the perfect shot and just get it on net because she knew the goalie was out. So a very heady play by her and very savvy play by Faith Dixon.
And we're going to see a couple more looks at this goal here. And see right here.
This is Erin Carroll coming in. Like what we were talking about before, as it came out, it's kind of dangerous. It's kind of dangerous for the goalie to come out like that because you do have the defenders playing the near post, and you had the other, Sterling player there. So she had to come out and around and actually reach around and actually come up, then come right for the ball. So watch as she comes out here. Sterling is a nice little run here. I believe it was Kat Miller in the way here, and then and kind of running interference, and the goalie had to reach around for it. So
we're going to be. Again, Sterling wins this 3-2, and we're going to be right back, maybe with a post. We're going to be done here, so I'd like to thank the Channel 9 Tech crew, Mr. K, Schulz, Mr. Clank, and I'm John Holwood, and that's it for girls soccer.